Let me start out and say I so appreciate the kind words by Senator McCain, Chambliss, Isaacson. I think maybe there are some others in the chamber that will weigh in and offer a thought or two, and I can't express how much I appreciate it. I would like to offer a few thoughts, my farewell thoughts today. I rise, first of all, to convey a very deep and sincere appreciation to the people of a really great state, the state of Nebraska. They've entrusted me with the high privilege and the solemn responsibility of representing them in this body. I am honored to have served as a senator for Nebraska, and I hope and I pray that I have done so in a manner that upholds the high standards that Nebraskans have rightly established for their elected office holders. Madam President, if I could turn back the clock 32 years, I'd just do it again. From my first day as a county commissioner, throughout my service as a Lincoln City Council member, as the mayor of our capital city, Lincoln, as the governor of Nebraska, in President Bush's cabinet, and now as a United States Senator. No doubt about it, if I could turn back the clock, I'd just do it again. I am so grateful for the trust placed in me and the support of so many people who have made this service possible. Let me start with the top of the list, and that would be my family. My wife, Stephanie, she has been an incredible pillar of support. One of my best friends refers to her as spirited. That would be an understatement. She's a true partner. She's given her whole heart to public service. Not only her own service as a state senator and as a county commissioner where we first met, but to my public service. I thank my children, Justin and Michaela. Now they're growing up. They have their own families. They have 5 beautiful grandchildren. They have been a source of true joy and pride. They too have cheerfully supported me despite the sometimes long hours, missed birthdays, and I could go on and on. It cut into that dad and grandpa time. I'd like to offer a special word of thanks to the hundreds, thousands of volunteers that I could never thank individually. They went out there, they pounded the yard signs, they walked the precincts, they worked the phone banks. They probably wrote checks when the bank account was pretty low. Their belief in me is what's been inspiring in those campaigns. Another group of people near and dear to my heart are my current and my former staff, campaign or government related. We've always called ourselves Team Johanns. It's an extended family, and for good reason. Their hard work, their commitment, their professionalism enabled me to represent and serve our great state and our country. I have not only been truly blessed by the privilege to serve, but I've been blessed by the privilege of meeting some really extraordinary people. In my various roles, I've been with world leaders, spiritual heads, cultural icons, presidents, vice presidents, prime ministers, queens, and kings. All memorable experiences, to be sure. But I will say, Madam President, that's not the extraordinary people that I speak about today. My real inspiration comes from ordinary people who I've observed and watched do remarkable, extraordinary things. Each year for the past 6 years, I've had the privilege of selecting a Nebraska family to be honored as angels in adoption. In each year, their stories of unconditional love show the limitless capacity of the human heart. One family, the Welchels of Harrisburg, Nebraska, went from 2 children to 7. They adopted 5 children, all with special needs. But their selflessness did not stop there. They created a camp where these very special kids could share life's journey. How powerful is that? I've learned that heroes walk among us daily, whose courage is revealed in split-second decisions. And in that split second, they put the lives of others in front of their own. Two Nebraskans did exactly that. It was 2012. A school bus had collided with a semi-trailer on a rural road near a community called Blue Hill, Nebraska. These individuals, Ron Meyer and Phil Peter, arrived on this horrific scene. They bravely ran onto that burning bus to pull 5 children to safety. A witness who was there at the scene expressed absolutely no doubt that those 5 children would have perished, as others sadly did, if not for the remarkable courage of Ron and Phil. I have been so moved beyond words by conversations with parents of fallen men and women in uniform. I would call them to offer my condolences. And I have found their strength to be so astounding. To a person, they speak with such passion about love of country, pride in their loved one's service, despite sorrow. They honor their children with their patriotism. They honor their children with their fortitude. Their grace through incomprehensible grief inspires immeasurable gratitude. May God bless them and all of the families of the fallen. Walking the streets of a tornado-ravaged community, and I've done that too many times as a governor and as a senator, I saw ordinary people doing extraordinary things. One stands out especially in my mind. I watched in amazement as Kim Neiman, the Pilger, Nebraska city clerk, attempted to take care of every conceivable need of every single resident following a devastating tornado that literally leveled this Nebraska community. Her tireless advocacy, her raw determination was focused entirely on the community she loved. She had virtually no regard for her personal loss. You see, Madam President, her home was destroyed, and her life was turned upside down by this tornado as well. But for Kim, community came first. These are good people, and there's so many more like them. They inspire me, they've motivated me to search for solutions, to break through partisan rancor that too often dominates this government. But they also fuel my optimism for the future. You see, I believe that America's strength is in the fabric of which we're woven. The threads of this fabric include both the character of our people and the wisdom recorded in our Constitution. It is very strong and it's a very durable fabric that withstands the overreach of any one president and the misguided policies of any one administration. That's why I look back not with any regret. I'd do it all over again, but with gratitude. There were victories won during my time here, and I'm pleased to have led some of those charges. Yet, I have to acknowledge many battles do remain. I would be dishonest, Madam President, if I denied some feelings of frustration about the absence of will to address issues of paramount importance to our country. But I know that no issue is powerful enough to shred the fabric of this great nation. Rather, these challenges are overpowered by the ordinary people that do extraordinary things, by the character of our people, and by the wisdom of our founders. So I reject the prophecy of hopelessness. As the challenges we face grow more urgent, and they will, so grows the collective fortitude to address them. and I believe that is about to intensify. On January 3rd, I will officially pass the baton to Senator-elect Ben Sasse, and I wish him the best. With the 114th Congress, there'll be a new day in this chamber, a new majority and a lot of new faces, and I hope that they embrace the new opportunities to exemplify true statesmanship. Though confidence in our nation's ability to solve problems may be shaken, I still believe that ordinary people can do extraordinary things, even here in Washington, D.C. May God guide those efforts, and may God bless this great country, the United States of America. Thank you. I yield the floor.